Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. Today's video was brought to us by Patreon supporter Alix. Huge thanks to Alix and the rest of my Patreon supporters. Alix reached out asking for a spirit deck led by King of the Oathbreakers, and I was more than happy to build it for him. Also, and I know it's annoying to keep hearing this, but statistically if I don't ask you to like and subscribe, the video gets fewer subscribers. King of the Oathbreakers is a 4-mana 3/3 legendary spirit noble with flying. Whenever he or another spirit we control becomes the target of a spell, it phases out. When he or another spirit we control phases in, we create a tapped 1/1 white spirit creature token with flying. Alix told me that he wanted to flood the board with spirits. And with a commander like King of the Oathbreakers, that shouldn't be hard. We just need to cram a bunch of spirits in our deck and ensure we have ways to target them ourselves, both as a way to protect them and to trigger the creation of more spirits. Also, Alix likes his decks to be between $300 to $400, so we'll be able to include some token doublers, which is always fun. Don't worry, we'll have more budget decks in the future, but when someone pays me to make a deck for them, I'm going to build it to their parameters. But before we get to our deck list, a quick word from our sponsor, Ultimate Guard. One of my favorite products Ultimate Guard has is their Xenoskin Sidewinder. The Sidewinder has a soft microfiber lining as well as the rugged Xenoskin shell we've all come to love. While the Sidewinder isn't a new product, they are now available in the limited Bloomborough print, like the Lumra one seen here. Find out if your local game store carries Ultimate Guard products, or click the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. In order to build a functional commander deck, you need lots of different pieces, which is why I try to rely on my handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. Oh, one more quick announcement before we get started. I'm currently streaming with my son over on Musings by Danon as well as Twitch. It'll mostly be Final Fantasy XIV, but you're more than welcome to pop in and talk about Commander. Honestly, about half my streams are talking about manga, anime, or Commander. Our land base consists of Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Marsh Flats, Flooded Strand, Polluted Delta, Windswept Heath, Bloodstained Mire, Godless Shrine, Vault of Champions, Shattered Sanctum, Isolated Chapel, Shadowy Backstreet, Snowfield Sinkhole, Sunlit Marsh, Tainted Field, Bleachbone Verge, Desolate Mire, Fetid Heath, Caves of Koilos, Bright Climb Pathway, Shine Shadow Snarl, Orzhov Basilica, Bojuka Bog, 7 Plains, and 6 Swamps. Yes, I know that Bleachbone Verge isn't out yet, but it's been spoiled already and I wanted to include it in the deck. For mana ramp, we've got Smothering Tithe, Patchwork Banner, Cryptghast, Herald's Horn, Urza's Incubator, Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Talisman of Hierarchy, Orzhov Signet, Mind Stone, Felwar Stone, Chromatic Lantern, Thrawn Dynamo, and Gilded Lotus. I know I've talked about Urza's Incubator before on this channel, but I felt I should do so again. Urza's Incubator is not limited to creatures of the chosen type cast by you. So if you're running a deck built around the most common creature types, zombies, dragons, or elves, I don't recommend this, because you could be helping an opponent. But for kindred decks built around less common creature types like spirits, it's fine. Also, Smothering Tithe with token doublers is great for keeping your opponents from having any mana. Some people will avoid paying 2 mana whenever they draw a card, and that's their choice. But most people will pay 2 mana to avoid giving you 4 treasures. Our card advantage package consists of Mentor of the Meek, Phyrexian Arena, Karmic Guide, Teysa Opulent Oligarch, Treacherous Greed, Night's Whisper, Pact of the Serpent, Read the Bones, Skull Clamp, and Idol of Oblivion. We don't have any combo pieces, so I didn't bother including any tutors, but focused on consistent and interesting card draw. I'm a big fan of Treacherous Greed. That card is a lot of fun, and the flavor text is amusing. For interaction and spot removal, we've got Selfless Spirit, Swords to Plowshares, Path to Exile, Disenchant, Hero's Downfall, Grey Host Reinforcements, Hanged Executioner, Skyclave Apparition, He Who Hungers, White Orchid Phantom, Generous Gift, and Fracture. Lots of ways to remove annoying permanents, and several of them are even thematic. Our board wipes consist of Damn, Hour of Reckoning, and Austere Command. Powerful and flexible, just what we want. The core of our deck consists of Drogskull Reinforcements, Guardian of Faith, Clarion Spirit, Thalizay Reverent Medium, Catilda Dawnheart Martyr, Cauldron of Souls, Kumbal Profiteering Mare, Twilight Drover, Haunted Library, Drogskull Cavalry, Myojin of Blooming Dawn, Moonshaker Cavalry, Mirror Entity, and Release to Memory. Lots of spirits to help us close out the game. Supporting our plan, we've also got Anointed Procession, Odra Tak Deepest Foundation, Mondrak Glory Dominus, Windborn Muse, Ghostly Prison, Cauldron Haze, Endural Flame of the West, Mirkwood Bats, Galadriel's Dismissal, and Coat of Arms. Gotta close out the game somehow. Now that we have our deck list, let's compare it to our checklist. 50 mana sources split between 36 lands and 14 pieces of ramp. Right on target. 10 pieces of card advantage. 12 pieces of interaction. 13 board wipes. 3 pieces of graveyard hate in Bojuka Bog, Grey Host Reinforcements, and Release to Memory. 2 Sudden I Win cards in Moonshaker Cavalry and Coat of Arms. Coat of Arms is the type of spell you want to cast when you're about to swing out with an army of creatures. Same thing with Moonshaker Cavalry. I've seen people die to their own Coat of Arms numerous times though, especially when Cute Stuff is playing one of her dragon decks. But the purpose of this deck is to overwhelm our opponents with tokens. We swing out, turn after turn, smashing our opponents with an army of 1/1 flyers. We've got lots of ways to force our creatures to phase out and ensure when they come back, they bring an army of creatures with them. Remember, effects that double the number of tokens increase exponentially. If Alix is ever lucky enough to get Odra Tak, Mondrak, and Anointed Procession on board at the same time, each time a spirit phases in, it will make 12 spirit tokens. It won't be long before our opponents are overwhelmed, just as the armies of Sauron were at the Battle of Pelennor Fields. Do you have a King of the Oathbreakers deck? What's your secret deck tech? Leave a comment below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. You can have a video made or just ask for help building or tuning a deck list. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Muffins, Marcus, Brett, Roxy, Alix, Borgie, Nazwin, Konga, Aaron, Chris, Robert, William Pye, Kazaris, Booksu, Patrick, Naffy, Noodle, Tiz, Art, Richard, Devon, Sint, Boomy, Freya, and Jackie. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos every weekday, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.